No, okay. Justin, can you do it for me one more time? You think you could turn that back on one more time? Or close the door again? Either one. Whatever's easier for you. There it goes. Click. Oh, watch. He's moving the door. Can you see the door? Look, he's opened it. Okay, watch. Remember, the door was just all the way closed? Like shut, closed all the way? He's opened the door. Okay, door's now open. You see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look. It's on again. Like the power is on, water is sloshing. And then every time I come in here, it's almost like he doesn't want to be in the same room, because I'll come in here after he turns it on, and then I can hear something out here. Somebody's walking out here. I've never got him to, I don't know, maybe it's because you're on the phone. I've never got him to talk to me this much. It's so crazy to me. Like, it brings a smile to my face, like, because I've never been able to, I've always had the feeling that it was him, but I've never been able to, like, usually he'll do something and then I'll get to talking and then it'll kind of shy away, like almost like he's shy or something. But we actually caught, Mom, I wish we would have been recording when the shadow happened, because you can see now there's no shadows on the floor. There's nothing here in the air for a shadow to cast onto the floor. You see that, right? There's nothing there. And he was standing, I would say he was standing somewhere right where I'm standing now, which was casting. See, and it's crazy because I can't even get myself to cast that shadow on. Oh, there it goes. But it's still not the same, like,
No.
so you see that shadow and you could clearly tell someone was standing right here.
And I seen the shadow walk.
Literally went
Door.
just like this. He went into here,
Mm-hmm.
and then turned this way, and then went somewhere in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It was
seen it.
clear as your shadow.
No, which shows you even more that something was shining through him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the shadow was lighter, and you couldn't see like the legs walking.
Yep, it was just more like upper body and head, but you could see that there was a head on some shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And it literally, like, you could see it dark and get darker and covering it and then come in, and I could clearly tell that he made a left.
I think he's there. I think he's with you to help you with the problem that you're getting over with the heroin and stuff, son.
What I've always told myself, which is literally what, and it's funny that you said that, because that's what I said without you even saying, like, but what's impressive again is, guess what?
The door's shut.
Not only that, but it's back on. Can you hear it? Can you hear that?
I can't.
This is the sound that I hear. This is how I know. Like, when I go out there and I'm talking to him, you can hear the click sound of, sounds like water running. I'm gonna leave it running, and I'm gonna try to get him to turn it off, so it's not the same thing each time. So I'm gonna show you. It's running, water sloshing, running. Door is shut, completely shut. Didn't do that. um. Oh, now he's got this one open, or I don't know if it's. I don't know. Now this one's open, and that's like straight up, like, handle turned. Like, you can't just push that open. You have to turn that. That's, I don't know. It makes me happy. It makes me smile. But let's see if I can get him to turn it off. Off is a little bit harder than on. Hey, bro. You you seem pretty comfortable today. You think instead of turning that one on, I left it on. Do you think you could turn it off for me? May just click it off. That's I promise I won't make you do much more. I know it's harder on you. Could you click it off for me? Please? Okay, hold on. My man. I've never got him to and you guys see that this is not me, right? Like this is like this I'm in the and I've been doing it on purpose. I'm totally across the house in the other room. There's nobody else is here. It's just me. Off. No sound and off. Look at you, boy. This is so cool. I wish you were here. God, I wish you were here. He didn't do it on purpose. Like his death was an accident. Um, I know it. Like he's like I feel it. You know what I mean? Like I've never got into to speak, or I haven't got a recording of him talking. It's hard to describe. Like when he talks to me, it's like it's inside of me. You know what I mean, Mom? Like it's like when I'm speaking to God, when I'm speaking to to the man above, it's an internal thing. Like yes, it's in my head when he speaks, and he does speak. I tell you what, it's not too often, but I'm telling you, he speaks. And when he speaks, it's so loud that it's in my head.
Can't miss it.
Yes, and it's not even like it's a distinct voice, like he has his own voice. It's just I hear it, it's just there. And it's an internal thing inside of me. Like that's the best way to describe it, is inside of me. And ha, he moved the toy again, Dad. Look,
I said something to ask him to move the toy.
did you see it? Look at his arm.
Yep.
Back straight up into the air again. And we ain't even been messing with that since the first.
Yeah,
Like that was the
that's
first
the
thing.
first showed me, and you moved his arms down. Remember, I asked him to do the Spider-Man again.
Yeah, but you seen me. I moved his arms down. I set both of his arms all the way down, and he done stood them back up again. It's totally him. It's Dev. I know it's you. I know it is. I know it is. Oh, it makes me so like, and I'm cold right now. Like I've got the cold feeling. Like someone's here. Like someone's. It's like you're standing next to me, man. I don't know. God, I'm so happy that you guys got to see, to experience it too, because it's like in my mind when I'm telling someone else about it or telling Candace, it's like, yeah, whatever, Bob, bullshit, whatever. And it's like, it's not though, and I like, and I can hear, you can hear when he goes from one place to the next. So it's almost like, you hear the footsteps, you hear the fact that my bathroom door is back open again. Like, I don't know. It's just it's awesome to me. I don't know. And the fact that it's remember what I said about him following me? Like not, in a bad way, but like wherever I may be, he's with me.
Hmm. He's trying to make sure you don't do the same thing that he did.
And I appreciate it. And like I told no man, I it's just And my dogs, I don't know if you ever noticed that with animals as well. Animals are like super, like they're
Mhm.
heightened to that sense as well. Um, my dogs left the room. Like I started talking, shit started happening. Both dogs gone, jumped off the bed, left the room. I don't even know where they went. And they literally both of them same time. Now she's out here. Does he make you nervous, baby? Huh? Yeah. What's going on? So odd too, because she was knocked out in the bedroom, and then the first click of the ring, mate, she was like, fuck this shit. but but there's also sometimes, Dad, where um maybe it's, I guess it's when me and Candace are fussing, like when we're fussing back and forth,
Mhm.
things will happen that aren't, we'll say, as, not that they're mean or negative, but they're more like, stop it, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Stop. But I'm just so totally glad that someone else got to see it or experience it just a little bit, to where it makes me not feel like I'm uh yeah, like there's something wrong with me or something, like I'm not just full of shit. And not that, and that's something, and that's not something that I would joke about anyways, because it means something to me. I'm not just gonna, it's not funny to me.
Mhm.
And it's just so different. It's just different. And then like now, and then I was wondering the same thing, like, who could it be? Who is it? Who might it be? And then once it started with the the Spider-Man and the Batman toys, I know that, like, he was a big Superman and Batman, and like Superman especially,
Mhm.
and like he was a big fan of that stuff. So it's like when the toys started getting messed with, that's what made me think it in the first place, was like, hey, you're messing with the toys, like, is this you?
When we
And
first started talking, that was who I said.
yeah, and it's weird that you thought it, and then when I said the same thing, it's one in my heart, I feel it was one of three people, and then you thought the other two people the same way I did, which is, to me, is a good thing, but it's just odd, you know what I mean? Okay.
See, I talk to Dad when I'm sitting on deer watch.
That's crazy, and I guess there's certain situations where I do it, and I've tried to get him to, like, not just like turn the power on, turn the power off. Like, I tried to get him to unplug stuff too, like just to go a little bit farther. But I totally feel like today solidified that I know, so someone's here.
Mm-hmm.
And not in a bad way, because nothing's in a negative way. And then, like, I've been walking around in the bedroom again, and I've been in the bedroom and staying completely away from stuff. That way, I'm the farthest away from it, that not only would make him comfortable, but just to show that I am the only one here, and I'm the farthest away from what's actually going on.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to physically catch him moving this, because he has already moved it. Like, he's, watch. Look. You can move it. You gonna do the other one too? Are you gonna touch it again? Yeah. Okay. Now watch. You remember his arm, right?
One arm was up against the wall.
One arm was up against the wall, right? You seen it, right? Not just me. Okay. I'm gonna squat down right back in front of it again. Have not been near this. There's no arm touching the wall.
Just a second. Leave the picture right there. Jack hasn't been near the toy, and now look at the toy. Remember how the arm was up against the wall?
Yep.
That's the number one thing that I get interaction with is that Spider-Man toy. No matter where it's at, that's the number one thing that I get interaction with is that Spider-Man toy. But what's really impressive is normally, I'd say 98% of the time, this happens at nighttime when it's just me awake. And it usually happens, and Mom knows it, right about Mom, what time's the witching hour?
She's in the other room right now.
About between 3 and 3. The witching, the most, they say, the most paranormally active time in the world is 3:33 a.m. Between 3 and 3:30 in the morning. Now, some crazy shit. Okay, you seen I ain't even been back in this bedroom. Ain't even been in here. And I'm talking about like, and I love it because we're on video, and your video is looking where my eyes is looking. And remember what I just said about me trying to get him to unplug stuff, trying to get him to go farther and unplug stuff. Okay, I never said anything about, hey, Justin, could you go unplug anything? Another crazy thing is look at that time. Okay? Now watch this. Watch. You see this cord?
Wow.
He fucking unplugged it. Now, now I will say I'm a little nervous because that is different. That I have not had happen at all. And what's crazy is this necklace right here is Justin. All right, this is my Justin necklace. This is what I wear for him. This is me and Ben have the same necklace. Okay, Ben ordered me, Ben, and Jason have the same necklace. All right, and I don't know if he'll speak to you or if he spoke to you about it because the way he acquired Justin's ashes was illegal.
Let it go at that. We know.
Yeah, I was gonna say the way he acquired was illegal. So I don't know if Jason has them too, but I know it was just me and Ben because Jason was uncomfortable with it. But this is what he ordered for us. He has a cross, and I have what they call a sphere head. He's actually inside of this. Okay, and where this necklace has been sitting is weird. It sits right here. So I take it off, and this is where it's been sitting. That's where I just picked it up from. Right in front of that rainmate. And his ashes are inside of this. You see how thick it is? And then it has his name on the back of it here.
I'll put the rainmaker.
I'll let him be for a minute here.
I'll put that.
Boy, that's so crazy. Woo! And Mommy, you know how you get the cold feeling? Like you can tell when someone, like the energy change in a room, like you can walk into a room and it'll be cold, like oddly cold.
Yep.
The whole house is dropped like almost 5 whole degrees since we started doing this. That's the craziest thing. It's dropped almost 5 whole degrees. It's 68 degrees right now. It's set on 74, and it maintains a perfect 74 in here. And since I've started talking and doing whatnot, it's dropped a whole 5 degrees.
Wow.
In the whole house. God, it's so odd. It's just so odd. So I don't know. It's like it's so just so different. Like I've never had it. I've never had this much interaction. I've never it's never been this much, you know? Hold on, I gotta pee real quick.
Okay. For some reason the call ended. He wasn't touching his phone. How do I stop your recording, baby?